Good morning, you guys, and welcome to the First Cup. My name is Sonia McCullough Lockridge, and I am your host. And what we do here on the First Cup is we drink a cup of super piping hot coffee with you, and we joy to do that. We joy to do that. I've been waiting to drink that first cup with you this morning because that's what we do. This is, in all actuality, the First Cup, the show, the video, the channel, whatever you call it. It's not just named the First Cup. I do wait to have my first cup of coffee with you. And currently we are reading Faith Driven Entrepreneur. What we do on the First Cup is we read and talk about books, mostly nonfiction books, but books yet and still. And so this week we are on chapter 5, well, not this week, but today we're on chapter 5 of the First Cup. And I'm sorry, I said we're on chapter 5 of the First Cup. That's not what I meant. What I meant to say was we are in chapter 5 of Faith Driven Entrepreneur. We're in chapter 5. And chapter 5 is about not worshiping work. So I have titled this particular video, You Are Your Own Niche, the Whole Duty of Man. So one of the quotes that I really like from this particular chapter and the writers is, don't let the uncertainty of life and the possibility of failure paralyze you. This is exactly what the writers share in chapter 5, one of their quotes. Don't let the uncertainty of life and the possibility of failure paralyze you. They also share 4 truths from Solomon to help us avoid the dangers of entrepreneurship. They share 4 truths from Solomon from the book of Ecclesiastes, and they're mainly in chapter 11 of Ecclesiastes, and they share 4 truths therein. One verse that stuck out to me while looking at their biblical references is this. As you don't know the way the Spirit comes to the bones in the womb of a woman with child, so you do not know the work of God who makes everything. In the morning, sow your seed, and at evening withhold not your hand. For you do not know which will prosper, this or that, or whether both alike will be good. In the morning, sow your seed, and at evening, withhold not your hand, for you do not know which will prosper, this or that, whether both alike will be good. Isn't that beautiful? And that verse directly relates to entrepreneurship and in the fact that we really need to have multiple streams of income if we're an entrepreneur. And this really helps in stabilizing our livelihood. Multiple streams of income. Yes, because the writer says, at evening, withhold not your hand, for you do not know which will prosper, this or that, whether both alike will be good. So, multiple streams of income, some in the morning and some in the evening, maybe. You may be involved in more than one craft. You may be a multi-crafted individual like that of composer and writer Prince. Yes, Prince was a serial entrepreneur, and he was a serial entrepreneur with many, many talents. He could compose, he could write, he could publish, and he could produce. Yes, our dearly beloved Prince, the writer that was, as many say, a genius. Yes, we are referring to him. So, once again, another verse from Ecclesiastes reads as follows. So if a person lives many years, let him rejoice in them all, but let him remember that the days of darkness will be many. All that comes is vanity. You know, we all, whether we're an entrepreneur or we're a 9-to-5 worker or just whatever our career aspects may be or may not be. Some of us are mothers at home. Some of us are mothering children with mental illnesses, and that is our first cup. So we have to adhere to the basic plan that the Lord has for this our one life prior to adhering to the career plan that the Lord has in this our one life. For the gifts that we have birthed into this world are and should be paramount. Are and should be paramount. So our children and our husbands and our families and of course the Lord God Almighty, their positions in our lives should be paramount at any and all times and in any and all places. So that is what this chapter is about. And I once wrote a quote, and I'm not sure if I can find it, but the quote involves people over projects. People over projects. Let's pay attention to our people prior to working on our projects. Let's pay attention to our people prior to our projects. Let's let them be paramount in this our one life. Our people, the people that the Lord God Almighty has blessed us with, and in all likelihood we have birthed to. And that is the position of a woman. That is the position of a working woman. That is the position of most all women, whether we have been assigned, whatever plot in life we have been assigned, we need to adhere to that plot and those people, to our garden plot, and those people within that plot. We need to give them priority over projects in this our one life. So I hope that our reading of, trying to see how much time we have left. I hope that our reading of Faith Driven Entrepreneur has enlightened you somewhat. And also, I will leave a link below to some other resources here on YouTube, such as Black Voices on YouTube. They have announced several African American and other Black creatives that they will be supporting for the year 2022. Now, in order to be eligible for this program, you must have at least 1,000 subscribers, number one. Number two, you must be signed up to AdSense. Number three, you must create content on a continuous and consistent basis. Number four, you have to have a certain number of watch hours. And number five, you do have to sign the partnership contract agreement. So for those of you who are thinking about Black Voices on YouTube for 2023, I looked to see when they published the application last year for 2022, and it was on or about June-ish. So if you have 1,000 subscribers, then that is the beginning of your eligibility, and you would receive the information in regards to becoming a partner. But those are the requirements, and if that's something you're interested in, then you need to pay close attention to their qualifications and what all they need in order for you to even have the possibility of becoming a YouTube partner. I really love YouTube, and I really love Google as well, because YouTube is owned by Google. And what I love about them as far as entrepreneurship is concerned is where other platforms you can sell products and services on other platforms of your own, YouTube enables people to actually earn an income on their platform, and they distribute that income monthly, and of course you have to claim that income on a 1099. But YouTube is about the only platform out there that offers the opportunity to earn income. So in regards to entrepreneurship, there are many entrepreneurs here on YouTube. Most of them do not identify themselves as entrepreneurs, but they are, in a sense, entrepreneurs. So, this is Sonia McCullough Lockridge signing out for the First Cup. I hope you have a blessed day in the Lord, and I'll see you tomorrow on the First Cup. Thank you.